Good morning, everybody. I wanted to share something with you guys that was just really on my mind and on my heart this morning. And it's actually coming from today's sunrise verse. So those of you that have not seen it, I suggest that you go and check out the sunrise, because man, did that one blow my mind this morning. I saw that coming down yesterday. We've had a bunch of good shots this week, and today just set me off. And today's verse just solidified how good God is. And I want to share something with you guys that is, we're going to talk about the depression that David went through here in Psalms 143. And I want to talk to you guys real quick. I'm just going to sum this up because there's 12 verses. If I read through it really quickly, I might take up too much of your time as you scroll through Facebook or Instagram or social media. However, so real quickly, I'm going to do verse 4 through verse 8. If you can give me 4 verses, one of them is the verse of the day, but these 4 verses, I promise, will help change the way you look at life, because, well, it has for me. Verse 4, I am losing hope. I am losing all hope. I am paralyzed with fear. Verse 5, I remember the days of old, and I pondered all your great works, and I think about what you have done. Now, here, verse 4, David was starting to lose hope. David was going through some things. He had some people chasing him down, and he's starting to lose hope. And it says, I am becoming paralyzed with fear. Now, I don't know if any of you know what paralyzation looks like, but it means you cannot move. Like, literally cannot move. Like, your eyes, sometimes you can't even blink your eyes. When you're paralyzed, you can't move. And then it says here, I remember the days of old and pondered the great works and think about what you have done. Now, I myself do this. It's interesting because David was a shepherd boy, and I wasn't a shepherd, but I did play outside a lot. And I do love looking at the mountains and the ocean and the trees and everything God created. And I ponder how great that stuff is. But then it comes down to here. It says, in verse 6, it says, I lift my hands to you in prayer. I thirst for you as parched land thirsts for water. Now, once again, we're talking about water in the Bible. And always, God is constantly telling us that he has a water that is far better than anything, and we will thirst no more. And that is exactly what David is talking about here in verse 6 of 143. And verse 7 and 8, these two here, I share these with you all. These two have really did something for me. And this is why I continue to do God's work every day. In verse 7, it says, come quickly, Lord, and answer me, for my depression deepens. Do not turn away from me, for I will die. Right? It says right here, do not turn away from me, for I will die. Now, here's David clinging to the promises of God. Here's David saying, man, I am depressed and I am suicidal. And if you don't come now, bad things are going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but Satan has my mind, and I need you to get in here before Satan tries any more of his tactics. Right? Now, in verse 8, this is the redemption part. Let me hear of your unfailing love each morning, for I am trusting you. Show me where to walk, for I give myself to you. Now, every morning, David cries out, I want to know what your love and your unfailing love is like. I do the same thing. I start each day with a grateful heart to say, God, we've been suicidal. God, I've battled the addictions. God, I look at your wondrous ways. And I know if it wasn't for your unfailing love, I myself would be dead. You people would not be hearing this message if it wasn't for a sunrise that saved me. And that is why I share these messages with you all, because when he speaks to me like that, I know it's for someone else too. So no matter what you're going through, cry out to him. No matter how deep the depression is, no matter how strong the suicidal thoughts are, no matter what you are going through right now, no matter the financial crisis, every morning you are given a new chance to look for his unfailing love. And the best part is it says, show me where to walk, and for I will give myself to you. Now, see, when we go, God, I need to know where I need to be, because I'm going to go where you want me to be. Problem is a lot of people get caught up and we don't want to do that. We get a little, yeah, right? We don't want to, but we have to, because it's life or death. I share these with you all because I know it has saved my life, and I know it could save someone else's life. Life is very, very important. I pray and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I pray you all keep the sun on your shoulders today. God bless.